Hello everyone, welcome back to the forge. I'm going to jump back on the kitchen knife project today, and as you can tell, I've went ahead and ground around the perimeter. I got it forged pretty close to where I want it to be. I've got a little bit more grinding to do up here at the tip, but for the most part it's right where it needs to be. So I'm going to jump on the grinder and clean this up a bit, and then we'll go ahead and get these flats ground, everything cleaned up, and then get the bevels roughed in and you're ready for heat treat. Alright, let's get after it. Alright, a couple of things before we get started grinding out the areas on the profile there. I'm using a wore out 36 grit belt instead of running one of my brand new belts on this. Also, I've used this machinist square here. I got this off of Amazon. They're not super expensive. You can use one of these to make sure that your work table and your platen are square. I've also used a Carpenter Speed Square before. Just whatever to make sure you're good here, so you don't grind your knife and think you've got this nice good finished edge on it and then find out that it's actually angled. So with that being said, let's get to work. Alright, I've got my layout fluid around the edge here so I can scribe it. You can also do the same thing with a Sharpie. So let's go ahead and get this marked. Alright, I got my bevels roughed in for the most part. I'm going to go ahead and take my file guide off. I'm going to lay out where I want my pinholes for my handle, and then we'll go drill them on the press. Alright, now that I've got the pinholes drilled, I'm going to come back in with this bigger bit, and I'm going to go drill a few extra holes in the handle for the epoxy to pass back and forth between the two scales, and then I'll chamfer all of the holes to make sure there's no burrs sticking up. Alright, I got my pinholes drilled. I got my holes drilled for the epoxy to pass back and forth between the handle scales. And I got them all chamfered so there's no lip sticking up. I've got the bevels roughed in where I want them to be at. And so now we're ready for some thermal cycling, and then we'll be ready for heat treat. And then we'll temper it and get her cleaned up, get her bevels done, and get it wrapped up. Alright, let's get after it. Alright, got the knife back out of the temper. So it's time to jump on the grinder and get these bevels finalized and then move on to hand sanding. So let's get to work. Alright, got everything ground in, got our edge looking nice. So we're going to go ahead and jump on to hand sanding, every knife maker's favorite part of the build. Alright, let's get after it. Alright, I've got the blade hand sanded up to a 600 grit finish. We're going to move on to our handle material, and for that I'm going to be using this piece of Osage orange. I like it because it's strong and durable. I also have a lot of it on hand. So let's go ahead and we're going to sketch out the perimeter of our handle, get that cut out, and then move on to drilling our pinholes. Take these in there to the bandsaw and get them cut out. Then we'll get ready to drill them. Alright, now the way I do my handles to drill the pins and everything is I use masking tape. Yeah, if you watch the channel, if you've watched the channel for a while, been a subscriber for a while, you've seen me do this before. I'll apply masking tape to the tang of the knife, about a couple of layers, this white masking tape, and then I'll apply a couple of layers to the wood. Then I'll put some super glue on, stick it to the wood, let it set up, and then I'll go drill the pinholes. And then I just repeat the process on the other side. This tends to keep the holes fairly straight. It takes a lot of the headache out of doing it, and I really haven't had any problems doing this in the 3 years that I've been making knives. So I just kind of stuck with it, and it seems to work out well. Alright, if you notice here, we're fixing to get ready to drill the pinholes. I've got a piece of wood laying here on top of this. I'm going to lay the handle material, the knife on top of this wood, drill through the pinhole that's in the tang of the knife and through the wood. This wood will keep any blowout from occurring on the outside of the handle material, because sometimes that can be a real pain and can even in some cases ruin the handle material you're using. So let's go ahead and get these pinholes drilled. Alright, now that I've got the pinholes drilled in my handle material, I've went ahead and laid the knife over and traced around it. And I'm going to go in here to the belt sander, and we're going to sand around the profile of the handle, and then we'll do the same thing on this other piece. And then we should be to the point of getting ready to glue up. Actually, we'll do the same thing to the other piece, and then we'll address the front ends of each handle scale. Then we'll get these front end pieces up to the grit that we want them to be, 220, 400, wherever you want to go with it, and then we'll be ready for glue up. So let's get in there and get to work. what I'd like to do next is come in here and just put a little line. I'll do that on each one. And that'll just give me somewhere to grind up to when I'm grinding the angle in here on the front of this. Let's go take care of that. Alright, there's our front ends all roughed in. We'll go hand sand these and then I'll catch you on the glue up. Alright, I got the handle rough shape for the most part, and so we're going to move on. We're going to move on to using these scallop belts. If you want to get into knife making and have some belts that make a huge difference, these right here, red labeled braces, where I bought these. Not very expensive. Got the assorted pack. It was like 20 bucks or something, $27. Worth their weight in gold. Let's get one thrown on the grinder, get back to work. Alright, now just a couple of minutes on one of them scallop belts. You see how much it cleans that handle up. Nice and smooth, ready for hand sanding. And then finishing up with some oil, sharpening it up. Alright, let's get on the next step.